Well, you need to know how I met Ned, I guess.
Yeah.
That's kind of important. We both went to Quinnipiac. At the time, it was called Quinnipiac College. It's now Quinnipiac University. Right next door is Sleeping Giant State Park. So we went over there and we're hiking around. And there's Ned in the woods with his dog, Julie, and a can of beans and a sterno. He's trying to heat up. Do you remember this?
Yeah, I wasn't living anywhere yet.
You must have had some sort of charm for a drifter.
Well, we were just buddies. I mean,
Yeah.
We both lived in Connecticut after college. I was Peter Vesterdahl's roommate.
Yeah.
In
Meriden.
Meriden, Connecticut.
Yeah.
So, kind of the same circle. I guess we started hanging out.
Yeah.
He left to go to Athens, Ohio to open up a restaurant.
Yeah, Ciccolini. It's called the geographic when you're a drug addict and a drunk.
What?
A geographic. It means you're falling apart. Your life's crazy because you're so screwed up. You figure, well, I know what I'll do. I'll sell everything and go somewhere else, and it'll be much better.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
And then what happens?
You just find drugs elsewhere.
He said, why don't you come? I don't think he meant it. And I showed up.
Athens was kind of a wild town in the 70s. A lot of my friends, a lot of them were pot growers. I had $5,000. I inherited some money. Fish and Bruce were my partners. They put up absolutely no money.
They were the workers.
Yeah. Bruce really didn't work much. He ate quite a lot and drank, like a case of Dr. Pepper a day and a third pan of meatballs and an incredible amount of chicken Parmesan subs. He was supposed to be the bookkeeper, and when he left, I said, well, let me have the books. There's nothing but football scores in it. Fish used to he'd be fencing, they'd be stealing shit, and he'd be fencing
I forgot about
typewriters, TVs.
That's right. That was pretty bad.
He was so stupid. He'd be selling like little bags of pot, and they go, oh, we got a couple deals. They were like small-time drug dealers. They were very bad at it, Bruce would go to New York every few weekends, and he got fronted dope by these two guys, Slappy and Basil, and they lived in Alphabet City. So we'd meet. Then we went up to Fish's job up there in Spring Valley. He was a steward. So I remember planning Ciccolinis. We were doing cocaine on a number 10 can. The big plans for the big move. I was a real mess back then. I was up there a month or so before her.
The first restaurant, it was a really small little diner that, I don't know, how did you find that?
Bruce found it, General. It was, some lady owned this place called the Bluebird Hippity Hop Cafe.
Right.
And she ran off with a bus driver. And she just, the place just got unplugged for 4 or 5 months, and we had to go in there and just take over. All the food was still there, rotten, So we went over and took it and opened up.
It was definitely a hole in the wall.
The whole town was a hole in the wall.
But you did dinner in a movie.
You remember what movie?
Something about a king.
King of Marvin Gardens.
Marvin Gardens.
It's the most depressing movie you can imagine.
During that period of time, Bruce Springsteen actually went to Ciccolini's and ate.
Yeah.
And I remember there was a pizza box or something that Bruce Springsteen had autographed. This is a long time ago. And, we were just like, oh, man. Well, that was one of the 2 times that I waitressed was there. I think that's the first time I walked out. I was waitressing for one of the dinner in the movies or something. I don't know, you yelled at me and I'm leaving.
He was a yeller.
Who, Ned?
Yeah.
A little bit.
I used to be a screamer.
Actually, the memories from working there was making mozzarella sticks.
Mozzarella canopies.
Mozzarella canopies. We'd get these 5-pound sticks of mozzarella. I mean, you still make them, right? And you know, you'd have to cut them all up.
Little
and,
like rectangular.
I mean, hundreds of these things, and then batter them and bread them and batter them again and bread them.
Yeah, and serve them on a bed of marinara. It was
And
actually
you
quite a
eat
good
all
dish.
day.
Hey, Dad, what's that?
Well, I used to run it in my first restaurant. Mozzarella canapé. It goes to my ex-wife.
It was really popular. We made a bunch of them.
I mean, it's a good little munchy dish.
Yeah. And now then you can buy it frozen, but we always made our own. It's actually better with fresh mozzarella, but we didn't even know that existed back in Ciccolini's days.
How did Ciccolini's finally end?
Well, we sold it to Sammy. He was like a partner, but Sammy, I think owed a lot of people money for gambling at that time.
You know, I was doing so many drugs and drinking, and it was just too wild for me, and so, you know, I just wanted a change, you know. And we didn't even know where we were going. We had no clue. You know, we had a bunch of restaurant junk.